Still going. I've only got like half a dozen swaths left, but I've had to give up and I'm gonna have to cut them one way. It's just leaning too hard. So I'm gonna change my cruise. I'll show you how to do that. Just click on it and use the rotating knob. So you go up. You can only go to 15.5 while I have the GPS engaged. So that one. While I have all the lines on the screen, I can only go 15.5. If I push this button, no lines, now I can go 34. But I want the lines, so 15.5. See, we're almost done. Cruise. I got 5 swaths left. You see how flat that grass is? It should be up to the top of those, like it should be over the mower and it should be up to the top of those square things, or at least close. And it is way down. I got away with it for a while, but now the dew is, there's such heavy dew that I just can't cut the other way anymore. It's lying too flat. It's lying down too flat. So my knives just skim over top and they're missing way too much of it. So I get to drive back empty. I've also hit 2 skunks already in this field. Ay, ay, ay. It's gonna be a short night. But I should be done in about 15-20 minutes. 15 minutes? Something like that. Just get to the end of the field. Get my end. Front mower comes up. And rear mower comes up. Carefully make my corner so I don't damage the ground. Engage cruise. I want to go to the other cruise, so I hit C2. That puts me up to 15. Man, these lights are impressive on this thing. Like, wow, that is bright. No lights, or just the headlights. Those are yellow light for some reason. All the others are LED, but the headlights are not. Yeah, man. That is something. I'm glad I didn't have to do this all day today, or I'd be going for hours yet. Sometimes you get a whole field you've got to do this. Very rarely, but sometimes. You see how wet those tires are? That's just from dew. Go. 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 Cruise 1. Engaged. Yeah, those tires are soft. I'd open the window, but there's too many bugs. I don't want all of those in my cab. They can stay outside. Yep. So, it went pretty good. I hit a few small rocks, but nothing big, which is always nice when you do a farm you haven't done before. This is one that we do all the time, but the other field that I did while it was still light, that one we've never done before, so you never know what you're going to hit. And there were a lot of obstacles, so yeah, it's nice when it can work. Going back up to the end again. Round and round we go. I think I've kind of explained the screen there a little bit. There's definitely a lot more to it, but it's kind of self-explanatory once you get used to how the screen works. And pretty soon you're able to figure it out yourself. It's just when you first climb into one of these tractors, you go, man, there's a lot of buttons. There's all kinds of stuff on the screen. But once you're used to it, it's really not that bad. It's really not. Okay, catch the slower cruise. Right there is my house, where those lights are. Just waiting for me to get home. Alright. Auto steer engaged. Drop the front. Drop the rear. Oh, that was a little late. That'll be small tough there. And we're cruising. Don't need all that reflection stuff. I should do a comparison video between my dad's John Deere 6410. I think it's 2001. When we bought that one, we were amazed at how good the lights were compared to our John Deere 4040. I should do a comparison video with one of these tractors. This is a 2019 724. Man, what a difference. Like, the distance you can see out there is crazy. Even in the video, you can see 5 rows pretty clearly. That's like 50 feet. Wow. There's the end. It's coming. 2 more passes. Man, this is going to be a long video. Ha! If you're still sticking around, then good on you. If you're confused by my explanation of how the screens work and stuff, I'm happy to answer any questions to the best of my ability. I'm no complete expert on them. I can do the essential stuff and set up most of the screen, but there's definitely stuff that I've never had to do, so I don't understand either. But once you get used to these though, boy, it is hard. It's funny because I hate automatic trucks. I truly hate driving an automatic highway tractor. I can't stand it. The computer just sucks all the enjoyment out of driving. And it really annoys me how anywhere you go, if you want to be a company driver, well, not everywhere, but so many companies, they go, oh, we've got a truck for you. Yep. Well, what's the truck? Oh, it's a Freightliner Cascadia with a Detroit and an automatic Eaton Fuller. Crap. Total crap. They're good on fuel because they give you no power. Well, they're not good on fuel when I drive them because they have no power. So you spend all day waiting for the stupid thing to speed up. Now, I do haul heavier loads, but man, I can't stand them. When I was on the highway, I was in a 379P, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But it had 1.8 million miles on it, and the boss decided to get rid of it. At the time that he got rid of it, I was getting, the last month before we sold it, it was a 2007 379P with a 15-liter ISX Cummins. I got 8.2 miles per gallon that last month, which was phenomenal. So one of the arguing points for the boss was that the Freightliners were better on fuel. So he put me in a 2015 Cascadia. That's a Freightliner Cascadia with a DD15 15-liter Detroit and an Eaton Fuller transmission. I don't think I ever did better than 7 miles per gallon. I would lose my patience with this stupid thing every single time. Did I mention I really hate those transmissions? If you're only a city driver, they're nice. They're nice for that. You don't have to do the 10,000 shifts a day. They're good for that. But for what I do, not a chance. Even if I was a city driver, not a chance. Unless I had no choice. So, we sold the old truck, alright. So we avoided potential breakdowns, sure. But the thing was, in the last year that we had it, we put a transmission in it. It was repainted a year. When we sold it, the paint was like 13 or 14 months old. He had repainted the whole thing, put new lights on it for me. And so that was all in pretty good shape still. The engine, that hadn't been worked on in quite a while, so it could have gone at any time, who knows. It was an older, high mileage truck. But I was able to get better fuel mileage in that old truck than the new one. And on top of that, in the new one, he was buying DEF fluid, as well as more fuel. So that money-saving technique didn't work for him. Now that was partially driver error. I'm sure I could have figured out a way. But no, me and that transmission, we were fighting all the time. Oh, I just finished. Neat. See? She's all painted in. Okay, let's shut this thing off. Me and that transmission would be fighting all day long. And yeah, the truck did not have any more power, even though it was rated for like 30 horsepower more. I'd say it had less. Just the whole experience. That was one of the reasons I came off the road. There were other reasons too, but that was one of the reasons. Was once I got out of the Pete and went into that Freightliner, I genuinely did not feel like a truck driver anymore. It was like driving a large pickup truck, and there's no pride in that. There's no challenge. It's just boring. So I think I lasted like 5.5 months, and I didn't exactly intend to quit. I intended to take like a month off, and I got out of that truck and I was like, oh yeah, I'm not driving that piece of crap anymore. So I just never went back. It was a good company to work for, SM Freight. It was a good company. It just didn't suit my needs anymore. So I hauled feed for a little while, and then I started with these guys here. And I quite enjoy the Kenworth that I'm driving now. Huh. I gotta put you guys down so I can fold up. Alright. I'm folded up. And we're gonna take the long commute back to my house. It is 2:48. That's not bad. I thought it'd be closer to 4 by the time I was done, so I'm happy with that. Less than 2 weeks, we'll probably be cutting that again. See, I told you it was a long drive. Oh, doesn't that corn just look awesome? I'm sitting up in the cab here, and I'm looking pretty much straight out at it. My lawnmower's back. It had a broken connecting rod and a crack in the crank. So I got a local fella here to take a peek at it, because I knew I'd never get it fixed. I'm sure I could, but I'd never find the time or the motivation. Motivation probably more so the problem. Park brake. One super handy feature on these Fendt tractors is the fact that they have a automatic transmission. Basically, that was the whole point actually of that rant. I got sidetracked. Wow, it is 3 o'clock in the morning. My point was, I love a manual in a big truck, but I also love an automatic in these Fendt tractors, so, I guess I'm a pretty confused individual. Wow, I went off on a tangent with that one. Yeah. Now I gotta remember to turn that off, because that will drain the batteries over the weekend. I'm just letting the tractor cool off. It's been working hard for almost 11 hours now, so let it cool down for a couple minutes. So, yeah, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So, what is it now? Sunday, July 19 or something like that. So, I'm going to let the tractor cool down, go to bed, sleep for a couple hours, and then it's time to go to church. Sounds like a plan to me. I appreciate you guys. If you made it this far, then wow. Thanks a lot. We'll see you on the next one.